Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Dale Wingo. Welcome to Wingo World. I'm at the Shelikoff Lodge in Kodiak, Alaska, and we're coming up to the end of Ace season 2024. It's the second week of April, and pollock production is winding down. So, Ace season as a whole wasn't as successful as it was for me last year. I will say that I'm going to be a few thousand shorter paycheck wise than I was last year, but I'm still happy to get to work. There was a couple of reasons why they said it seemed like we got off to a slow start because we weren't making much money. We weren't working a lot of hours in the beginning, and we got here early, 2 weeks earlier than we did last year. And those 2 weeks, I mean, they could have really started us the same time last year. Even that being said, we would have still been 2 weeks behind from that. So overall, we were a month behind paycheck-wise. We were a month behind than what we were, maybe 3 weeks behind what we were last year. And there was a couple of reasons. They said the weather was bad out on the fishing grounds. The fishing grounds were 18 hours away at one point, and there was a moratorium. You couldn't catch pollock for a few days because there was too much bycatch, too much fish from that were out of season were getting mixed up with the pollock. So they had to shut down pollock fishing for a couple of days until the species parted each other, and a couple other reasons. There was a whole bunch of but we did finally get to work. It took maybe a month for us to actually get more than 3 days in a row to get 4 days. And when we did, it ended up being 27, 28, 30 days in a row, something like that. It wasn't like the 37 from last year, but it was still a significant amount of days in a row. And now we're coming up on the last week of production for pollock. Hopefully we'll get close to the numbers we made last year, paycheck-wise. So, like I said, with this job, you really have no control of what happens. It's up to the boats. It's up to the fish. It's up to Mother Nature. It's up to the production houses. It's up to your schedule. It's up to the tanks. You're at the behest of so many different factors on whether you work or not, or whether you make money or not, or how long you work. It's really not up to you. For example, today we got off early because the boat cycle. One of the boats didn't come in when we expected it to come in, so we cut our shift short so we could leave some fish for a night shift. So, and that's another thing. The production house, or the scheduling, if the fleet manager doesn't have the boats coming in on time, or the boats are slow in responding or returning to the fish house, the production house, then, once again, it's not up to you. So keep that in mind when you think about, I'm going to make X amount of dollars. There's so many factors involved that you have no control over, that you have to be like, all right, well, it is what it is. This is just, this isn't a 9 to 5 guaranteed you're going to work 40 hours. In this case, you're going to work 80 hours. No, there's no guarantee you're going to work that. But happy to make it. Happy to make some money. I did want to let you guys know that that's what I wanted to tell you. No herring season this year. Last year we did herring. It was a big pain in the butt. And this year we didn't do herring. They had another location do the herring quota for us. So that was cool because herrings are big. They're small fish. It's a very arduous process. It's a pain in the butt. And I'm just glad we didn't have to do it. So some other location, I think it was Cordova or somewhere else, did the herring production for us instead of us doing it. So that was cool. So now we're going to go into flatfish, Pacific Ocean perch, and gray cod, and squid. We got a ton of squid the other day. Oosh, ton of squid. So that's what we're going to be working on coming up. Now, Fishing Game hasn't given us a date on which the pollock ends, but normally it's around the 15th, 16th, 17th. So we're assuming that's what it's going to be, but they haven't said anything yet. So, but the boats are no longer fishing for it as of the next 2 days. Are going to be the last 2 days they're going to be fishing for it. So no sense to fish for it if there's no buyers going to buy it. Unless some buyer comes in and says, hey, is it still pollock season or can we still get some pollock? Then we might do something. But as of now, the schedule is this is the last week. So those other species, those other types of fish are coming up. We're going to start working on. We're going to start integrating and working our way all the way up to through May and hopefully get started on salmon season. So keep that in mind when you're deciding whether you want to come out here. If you need a steady paycheck or a check that you can count on or money that you expect every week or every month, you're not going to get that here. You're going to have great weeks. You're going to have bad weeks. You're going to have so-so weeks. You're going to have horrible weeks. So don't think that you're going to come out here and make a killing when the weather's bad or the fishing grounds are too far away or the fleet isn't scheduled correctly or there's bycatch laws or, a fishing game puts a shutdown on a type of fish. So you have no control over that. But it's been a crazy, crazy season. And I still feel fortunate because there's other companies that are struggling, right? Trident and Kodiak is shutting down this month. And Trident used to be a beast. They still are in some respects, but they were a big production house. And I think they're selling their Kodiak location. And what's the name? Those of you who applied to Peter Pan and realized they didn't have a season, well, I just saw an article the other day saying that Silver Bay is buying the Peter Pan locations. They're merging with Peter Pan and they're taking over all their production. So the summer of 2024, if you applied for winter or A season, jump on summer season because it's going to be run by Silver Bay and in Dillingham. And then after summer Dillingham, next year, all of Peter Pan's locations are going to be run by Silver Bay. So don't give up on those locations if you want to go back. I'll put the article down below in the description. You can click on the link and find out for yourself so you can get an idea what direction Peter Pan and Silver Bay are going into. Okay? I may have some breaking news this time next week. So when you check out my video, make sure you come back in mid-April to see what's going on. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified of breaking news that I may have. I'm contemplating. I'll let you know. All right? This is Dale from Wingo World at Shellicroft Lodge, Kodiak, Alaska, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Peace out.